What I'm going to try and do now is going to use the CBBC website, and we're going to try to combine that with what we know about newspaper writing, or newspaper report writing, to write a newspaper report about one of those films that we just had some time to watch. Starts with a bit of a headline, a short paragraph telling me who, what, where, when, why. Then I have the main recount. Then I've got a quote, and then with an appeal for help. So the newspaper report starts like this. The Wednesday the 30th of March, brick saves bacon. Yesterday, in the middle of the woods, the three little pigs had an amazing escape from the clutches of the big bad wolf. There's my introduction. Who, what, where, when. The main recount goes like this. Two of the pigs had their homes blown away. On a Thursday afternoon we have PPA time, me and the Year 6 teacher, so we do our planning. And we're lucky that we've been in Year 6 for a while, so we're perhaps more efficient at doing our planning. When we finished the planning side, we then go onto the platform, because it's all Thursday afternoon. We go onto the platform and then we add the content to the platform, which we know next week's lessons are going to use. So we start off on we have a Year 6 page, and then we'll put on what we do in literacy for the week, what we're doing in science for the week, and what we're doing in maths for the week. And onto there, we'll then put the relevant web links that we're going to use, particularly for literacy. We'll put that onto the Year 6 page. Aside from that, one of us we've got a separate science page, and we've got a separate maths page. And then within the maths site and science site, then we'll also add content to the maths site for the week, and the content to the science site for the week. So that and this has been a thing that's building up, so that now that we're in the process of revision, because we've been creating these contents, for example, there's a site on data handling, there's a site on multiplication, there's a site on fractions, we can come back to that and revisit that in our revision for our SATs preparation. And again, children who've struggled with things in the lesson, and we've accessed it in the lessons as well, if they then struggle with it, they can go home and they can practice it further. Although there's an initial investment in time to set them up, I know next year, when I come back, if I'm in Year 6 again, because I've created the content, I can just revisit those and reuse those again, perhaps add to them and build on them, and reflect what things worked and what things didn't work. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. And to get to that stage took quite a bit of evolution, because at first I was just creating stuff here, there and everywhere, rather ad hoc, but now it's more planned, the structure. Science site, maths site, e-safety site, literacy site, topic sites, and so on. And when we have big functions in the school, for example, we had a creative week 2 or 3 weeks ago. I created a new site where I put all content of slideshows and videos and the such like on the creative week as a means of informing parents of what we're doing in school. If you like, it's a bit of a portfolio of our work kind of thing.
My name's Tammy. I'm a parent of a Year 6 pupil and a Year 3 pupil at Sandford Hill Primary School. The benefit for me as a parent is that I get to be involved with my son's work. He'll be keen to show him when he comes home from school, and I can see what he's been doing and what the class have been doing, and it's nice to be able to compare, and if he needs any help with homework I'm able to help him then. It's nice that that I'm able to take an interest, whereas before he would come home with pieces of paper that he had to fill in his homework, but now it's all interactive. I can sit with him. We play games on there.
When we first launched it to parents, we've launched it to Year 6 parents. We tied it in we did a SATs information evening for parents, and we were telling parents, as we prepare for the SATs, we're going to be sending stuff home that we require the children to revise and to revisit. And part of that we also tagged onto was e-safety as well. I think that's an integral part to the platform. Don't roll out the platform without delving into e-safety. And the parents that came then to that information meeting, they had to sign for their password to get the site. From that then, I thought a means of engaging parents, I set up a parental discussion, because I'm looking for feedback all the way. It's to engage parents in this dialogue. And I said to parents, please and I showed them how to respond to a discussion. I said, please can you tell me, how did you find tonight's SATs presentation? How did you find e-safety? And every now and again I put discussions on there, which I'm asking for the parents to say, yeah, I like this, I like that. At some point I shall be putting things on, how is you finding the revision process so far?
They're going to be doing the SATs in May, so this is really good to have all the resources there, so we can sit together and go through it, and anything that he's a little bit worried about, we can go through together. Yeah, a lot more involved now. I know exactly what he's been doing. It's nice to, when they have discussions on the board, it's nice to see a comparison of your child's work and another child's work. So, if you feel that they need some help, then you can help them out. And there's lots of resources on the learning platform, so you can go through it with your child.
At the moment I'm just writing a newspaper report on the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, and we're going to put it into the discussion. Yeah, I go on it at home as well. I think it's really good because there's a lot of websites you can go on which help you with your learning. He puts like things on what we're learning about, so when we were doing the Ken Shoup's Kingdom, he put lots of different chapters on and we had to answer lots of questions about the chapters and reply to discussions.
What they did with some of the pupils, they trained some of the pupils on the learning platform and how to use it, and those pupils went to train other pupils. So that's building confidence.
Because all the time what I'm trying to engender is a culture whereby they don't learn because I tell them they must learn, but they learn to find out. To me, the platform is not knowledge-based, it's skills-based. What I'm trying to equip the children with is the skills to learn. I can teach them how to learn. I want them to go away into the wide world and use those skills, learn for themselves. Learning's for life.